Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Karis for those who are new here, and I make crochet plushies. Today we are doing a mock setup. I have a market in 4 days, if you count today, on Saturday. Today is Wednesday, and it's a cheap market. It's only like $50 for the booth fee, but I want to go ahead and try to get a mock setup so that I can see what I'm dealing with. I don't have a lot of plushies to bring to this market. I don't have a ton of inventory this time, and I want to try and do just a one table setup. And I haven't done one of those in a very long time. So we need to see what we're working with, what we need to improve, and what we need to bring. I haven't done a mock setup in a long time, but firstly, we are just using a 6-foot long table with a fitted white tablecloth. And if you see anything in this video like displays or whatnot that you like and you might want to use, I will link anything that I got off of Amazon in my Amazon storefront and in the description down below so that you can go ahead and check that out if you want to get that stuff for yourself. I have these wooden crates that sometimes I like to use to display my items. So I don't know if I should use these, or I also have these wire racks that I can use, but they are grid paneled, so you have to put them together and it takes a while. So I don't know if I want to use that or the crates or a combination of both. I'm gonna try the crates first, see what we're working with, and then see if we need to use the wires. So here is a little bit of a rough setup so far. We've got our wood crates in the background, and then I've got 2 wooden tier stands. So if I have enough merchandise of like the mini octos or the mini triceratops, those will probably go on there. And then maybe something a little extra here. I'm not really sure what I have in inventory, so let's go get the inventory and see what we're looking at. So this looks like a lot, but I promise you it's not. There's a lot of extra stuff in here that just doesn't go as inventory. Okay, so this is what we are currently looking at. It looks like a lot more than I anticipated having. I know if I were to make any more additional inventory, I would definitely have to use those grid walls that I was talking about. But so far, I think this would actually do pretty perfect. That's kind of my checkout window right there. I'm going to have to do a sign for all of this stuff that I have multiple of. So there's going to be a sign down here telling everybody how much the Leggy Froggies, Mushroom Poppets, and Triceratops are. I only have a few mystery boxes left. I think I only have like 6 of them left. So we just kind of fit that in a little bit right there. We have a few mini cows. I didn't make very many of these. I might add a few more of these before, but even still, I don't really know where I would put them on the table if there were more of them. But these also need a sign along with the gummy bears. I used to have a lot of baby hippos, but we only have one of them right now, so he's just individually tagged. I'm gonna have to do an individual tag on this mini love cat as well, since we only have one of those. But then we also have our mushroom boys, baby turtles, mini bees, and mini octos that we're going to have a sign for down there. These also need some individual tags. My love cats still need tags since they're a new item. I also need to add a tag to the caterpillar. But I think overall this is a pretty good design or setup. The only thing I'm not super thrilled about is that I do have some things that hang, like these little car boo hangers. And if I had some more chicks on swing, those would also hang. And as you can see, I don't really have anywhere to hang things. If I was using those square grid panels, then I could definitely add some hooks to them and then I can hang some things. So I think for this market, this setup is going to be good, but for any future markets, if I do one table, I think I'm going to try to figure out how to do a decent grid setup so I can fit as much stuff on there as possible and also stuff that hangs up. All in all, I am very happy with this though. I love how colorful it is in the background. With this one table, it makes it look like I have a lot more than I do. I think I'm only actually bringing probably $1,000 of inventory. I'm gonna have to go through this and see, but we also have some things that we need to tag, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that as well. For the most part, we put up everything away except for the things that still need some tags. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the tags on these, and then we're gonna try to fit them in there. And then once the tablecloth is up, we're also gonna put the tablecloth in there, and that is just gonna basically condense everything so that all we are bringing is a table, these 2 sets of wooden crates, and that bag right there. You guys, I have never had less stuff to bring to a market. This is actually kind of wild. The only things that I'm putting in the car is this table, all of these crates with the stuff inside, and that bag. I'm used to bringing so much display stuff, so many things just take up space that a lot of times I don't even end up using. So that is definitely why we went through this mock setup, because wow, we really decreased a lot of the stuff that we have to go ahead and bring, which is going to save me a lot of time, a lot of energy, and we love that. We love saving those things. Good morning, everyone. It is officially market day. It is Saturday. It is 6 in the morning, so early. We have the car packed though. We are ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and go to the venue, set up, and then let's get this market started. All right, we have just arrived. This event is indoors and outdoors. So there's people inside and outside. On the inside, they already have tables and chairs. And they're 8-foot tables, not 6-foot tables. And I use 6-foot tables, and I already brought my 6-foot table. And I tried to see if I could get the table switched out with my table. And apparently we can't do that. And I only have a fitted sheet for a 6-foot table. But thankfully somebody inside was like, oh, I have an extra black fitted sheet, so we're gonna use that because they were very kind to let us use that. But yes, we've already hit a bump. This market starts at 8, you guys. I've never had a market start so freaking early. It is 7:23. It goes from 8 to 3. The booth fee was only like 30 bucks, which is not bad. So we're gonna go get set up and then we'll see how today goes. Alright, here's our current setup. We've got everything all displayed. This is an 8-foot table instead of 6-foot table, so it's going to look a little different than our mock setup. And we have a little bit more space here in the middle as opposed to our mock setup, so I just made this our little checkout area. I did end up deciding to lay down our boo hangers, so we have those there. I still have to do some signs for those and those and that. We have everything set up over here, ready to go. One good thing about slow markets is I have plenty of time to catch up on crocheting. Well, it is officially 10:15. I've made it almost finished a dragon, and I haven't made any sales yet, so.
You want the mystery box? If you want, you can do another spin on it. So you want to do that? That plan? Alright, you pick. I don't want to pick your mystery box. You pick it. That one? Alright.
Are we cash or card?
I have card.
Sure. Let me get my thing out here. You're my first sale of the day.
Oh! I'm dying over your. I want a jellyfish, but that's just me. These look like gummy bears.
And there's your box.
Right.
I hope you love it. Thank you. All right. Is it mini octo? All right. Alright, there you go. Thank you. I appreciate it. Do we want to bag you or just want to hold it? Sure.
Alright, you got 10 more that you can spend.
Alright. There you go. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I wasn't able to record this last transaction, but somebody actually just came through and got the $45 spider. So we finally gave our spider a home, and that was actually really cool. But they surprised me. I didn't know they were here, so I couldn't record it. Hi friends, we are back from the market. Baby girl is over here playing, so if you hear something, that's what that is. I ended up leaving the market early. It ended at 3, but I left at 1 because there was absolutely nobody there and there was no point to stay. Plus I had been crocheting for like 4 hours straight and my head was starting to kill me and my shoulders were hurting. So I was like, yeah, we're just gonna pack it up. If you are a fan of the channel and you've been following this channel for a while, you might have seen my previous video about how I was quitting markets for a while, and that was because that market that I did in that video was like $600 for the booth. Actually, I think at the time it was $500, but now it's $600, and it's probably more after this past market because it's 3 times a year, and every time it's over, they increase the price. And I don't know how far they're gonna go, but I'm pretty sure it's probably at like $660 right now. Anyway, it's a ridiculous booth fee and you don't make that much money. So I'm definitely not doing that market anymore. But this market that I signed up for and my next market that I have coming up were both really cheap markets. I only paid $30 for this booth for this market, and I just wanted to get back out there and get a little bit of sales in, which is why I did a market. And that's why I'm doing another market in about a week from now, week and a half. Just because they're cheap booth fees and I want to get back out there and find better markets that are actually going to do well for me. Aside from that, let's go through what we actually did make. We didn't do a lot of sales, but we were positive, so that's good. We ended up selling our big black spider. We did not capture that on camera, but that one did get a home to a little boy who wanted it, and it was $45, so that was really cool. We've been holding on to that guy since Halloween. After that, we sold a small loaf kitty that also did not get captured on camera, and we sold a little mushroom poppet that did not get captured on camera either. All of those kind of just surprised me while I was crocheting. I didn't even know that they were at my booth looking. All in all, we made total revenue of about
$85. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it's $55 positive because the booth fee was 30 bucks and it covers the gas and the materials and it gives us a little bit extra. So definitely can't complain. We got 4 hours to crochet and work on this dragon here. We pretty much almost got it done. If I had the color for the wings and the fur, we probably would have gotten it done, which is crazy to me. This thing takes like 4 hours, you guys. That's how slow the market was. Can't complain. We got things done, we made a little bit of profit, and we got back into the waters. Anyway, if you want to see our next market, which that one I have done before and it usually turns out pretty good, be sure to subscribe so you can check out that market that happens in about a week and a half. Thank you so much for watching. Check out channel memberships for exclusive videos, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.